Rachel Ramirez, Olivia Collins, Hunter Whitlock, Tracy Sarum, and Fumiko Six. On January 18th, 2046, these 5 students would begin their investigation into the murder of the King family. What they learned, or rather, what they found, was something they could not have possibly anticipated. This incident would later come to be known as the Second Impact. Arriving at the ruined structure that used to be the King's mansion, Rachel would step outside. Being the leader of the group, she would survey the area. Seeing no immediate danger and few civilians, she'd call it to Fumiko to scan the area. There are no civilians within the building. Great, let's go in then. Rachel opens the door, the group of 5 walking inside. She then holds her hand up, creating a ball of fire in the air, illuminating the area like an artificial sun. Alright, Tracy will take the 3rd floor. I will take the 2nd. Olivia and Hunter will take the 1st. Fumiko, you get the basement. Sounds fine to me. Olivia and Hunter just nod. Sounds like a plan. I'll report back if I find anything. Remember, look for any remnants of clothes or DNA left behind by the attacker. The group all split, going their separate ways to investigate the mansion. Fumiko makes her way to the basement. Her scan of the building structure displayed in the upper right corner of her vision. Paying more attention to her map than her surroundings, she bumps into a wall that hadn't appeared on the map. Ah! Wait, what? Olivia and Hunter explore the 1st floor, looking over the rubble and bloodstains. To think such a destructive fight happened in a calm neighborhood like this. Dangerous world. Crimson Hydra, though? They don't usually pick targets affiliated with the Iris Foundation. So why now? I don't know. Perhaps they're growing more bold. Attacker disappeared without a trace, though. Makes you wonder. Makes it hard to track them down. Olivia remains silent, a bead of sweat falling down her forehead. Victoria didn't talk, hoping this one will. You talked with her? Yeah. Pay her visits every now and then. She won't do anything but talk in circles and gloat. Almost makes me think she does know something, but just wants to fuck with me. Maybe she doesn't. Attackers remain hidden for months, so hard to do without outside help. Yeah. Olivia looks away, conveniently spotting a bloodstained ring. Oh, looks like Forensic missed this. It looks like an engagement ring. I've never seen a yellow diamond on an engagement ring. It looks ugly. I guess everyone has different tastes. Should probably report back to Rachel. Doesn't seem to be much else here. Rachel and Tracy don't find much on their respective floors. Eventually, they all meet back up, though there is one person missing. Tracy is the first to comment on it. We waiting on Fumi? She should have got here before us. Odd. I'll go check the basement. How about we stick together? There is no point in splitting up now. Especially since, He gazes down at a spot of blood on the ground. Rachel nods, heading downstairs with the others. Fumiko? Fumiko is standing next to a pillar, looking very confused. Hello? Fumi? Sorry. Is it time to meet back up? Yes, I called for everyone. Did you not notice? Apologies, I've been distracted. By a wall? Yes. It didn't appear on any of my scans. Plus, it's in the middle of the room, just a square box. It looks like stone, but I do not recognize this compound. My scanner's waves seem to bounce off of it instead of going through. Your scanners use X-rays, right? Yes. There shouldn't be a reason for them not to pass through something. No material I can think of is dense enough to completely block them. Let me see. Is there anything else? Rachel begins to walk over to the pillar. Yes, the only other thing of note was a circular groove carved into the back. It's well hidden in the crevices of the stone, but it looks man-made. Rachel looks at the tiny carving on the back of the pillar. Her eyes narrow. Weird. It's almost perfectly circular, but flattens out at the very end. Wait, hold on. Without skipping a beat, Olivia walks over and inserts the gem of the ring into the hole. Olivia, I'd like it if you tell me what you're doing before you... The ground begins to shake, interrupting the team leader. The pillar slowly starts to recede into the ground. What the fuck? By the time the wall fully recedes, a hidden staircase is revealed. That's ominous. There were no records of a sub-basement. We gonna investigate? Yes, that is what we came here to do. We may have found the attacker's escape route. Why would the key still be up here then? I don't know. But regardless, it is worth taking a look. Just be on guard. It's not often we get faulty intel and we don't know what's down there. Of course. You first, Captain. Behind me, then. The group begins their descent down the winding stairway. As they get deeper and deeper, it begins to heat up substantially. It takes them about 20 minutes to reach the bottom. The seemingly endless staircase puts all of their minds in a state of confusion. Though, what they find, once they finally reach the bottom, only heightens that effect. Is this a lab? Why is there a lab down here? And why so deep? The group walks through a tight corridor and into a massive facility, an enormous underground lab. The file states that Jack King was a traveling businessman, his wife a secretary. His only child on record is a stellar knight at our academy. None of those jobs would entail having this. No shit. So what's it doing here? I don't have an answer, huh? Let's look around. This doesn't relate to the mission anymore. It would be... Gonna cut you off before you start the lawyer speak. This is weird, and you know it. We should at least look around. Fine. Let's make it quick, though. I'd like to get back to the... What the fuck? Am I just gonna keep being interrupted, or... No. This is... Hunter? Rachel's annoyed expression turns to concern. She looks over to Hunter. He's holding a folder. Pictures and paper are clipped to the inside. Hunter's own expression is one of confusion and horror. Hunter, what is it? The rest of the class walk over to see Rachel, now sharing a similarly grotesque expression. All walk over, except Fumiko, who again seems distracted, her attention on a series of bottles, syringes, and various substances. These specimens are... Fumiko, come here. Fumiko then walks over too to view the documents. Her eyes gaze upon the words written upon the pages as her expression turns to one of shock and disgust. A single sentence from the first page is all that escapes her lips. Human re-evolution via eugenic alteration? Re-evolution? What does... Before she can say another word, the very earth begins to quake. The gem Atop the ring on Olivia's hand begins to glow, the light it emits burning brighter and hotter until it burns into her skin. In pain, she drops it to the ground, and it clinks against the rough stone floor. The room would grow quiet, the shaking ceasing, the only noise now being the sudden echoing of a ring from Fumiko's phone. With a shaky hand, she answers, her anxiety, her confusion only doubled as she hears what Sophia has to say. Though, before Fumiko can finish her conversation, the walls around them, too, would answer their call.